And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Graveyard Keeper. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and it is a new day. And it's going to be filled with fun and adventure. As the cleric, or bishop, or what have you, is supposed to show up today. We've made the graveyard quite nice. We met his expectations. Okay, so we can't use the church box till the church is open, so that's a thing. While we're here... Let me take one of these. Let me take this and this. I fixed the graveyard. I was definitely right about you. I hereby pronounce you official keeper of this holy place and prior of this church. Let us arrange your first sermon. This will be great. So just stand at the pulpit and speak the words. What words? The words! Actually, you can just say whatever you want. You know, this place isn't so bad, but put up some extra decorations, some nice candles, music, incense, gets it all oiled up and for a nice massage. Long story short, all this stuff will help you to get more faith, and faith is power! So we'll do this. We get our casual prayer. We need to now go over here and use the prayer. May the force be with you. Not too bad, but my sermons are much better. You should really prepare for your next ceremony. I think the last prior kept some books with some wonderful words in the church library. He'll probably find some weird stuff on that, too. One of the keepers was engaged in scientific research. You can throw all that other stuff out. So we get this kind of technology unlocked. Spread the word about your next ceremony. Maybe next week someone will show up. By the way, as prior, it's now your duty to perform a weekly ceremony on Sunday. I can sell you some useful accessories for it. I also have a small favor to ask you. Just talk to me when you're ready. I have to get out of here. The air is so dry, my skin can't take it for long. Okay, so we have a church, which opens up a new board of technologies, which should be under theology. And yes, so we have access to all of this. One of the things we're going to want to invest right away are in these two things, the church benches and the candelabras. Because you can see we have only so many pews. We clearly need to fill this church up a bit more. And so now we have access to... okay, so now we have... Oh, God. We now have access to the mailbox, and we can get exhumation permissions. We can apply for citizenry, which is pretty easy. We may as well grab it. So citizenry, and then we can get a building permission, which we don't need right now, and the royal stamp, which costs 50 silver. It's very expensive. So where's the bishop? Oh, I guess he leaves for the day. Okay, well that sucks. So, now we have faith. Faith is, for lack of a better term, a commodity. In this game, faith is what you need in order to get access to the blue currency. I've never really gotten a lot of faith early on, and then I usually stop playing the game due to complications with work or something else came up and kind of distracted me from it, from getting further in the game and blah 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 blah. But ultimately, we're going to take all this stuff with us. Ultimately, the idea of the game is we need to unlock technology. Technologies, and we need blue currency to do that. And again, like I said, faith is the currency in which we can kind of get that power. We get more faith the better the church is, as well as the option of having better sermons, right? So there's two elements to that. So now we're down in here, to which I want to dump all of this stuff off. And there's a reason why. There's a reason for all of this. I just want to keep that. No, we'll take that for now. Okay. So, before we do any of the work down here, let's take a look at the studies. So, The study here requires some energy, requires a couple of things before we can even use it. We need science. In order for us to make science, we actually, strangely enough, have to have paper. Paper's absurdly expensive. Why would we ever want to spend money on physical paper, right? So we need to figure out how to produce our own papyrus, or paper. So we need to build or see what we can build for this wonderful location. So we need a study table. That's dandy. We don't have the means to build a study table, and to be fair, we're quite far from being able to build a study table, which we actually have a study table. So let's go into technology here, and we need to actually create paper crafting, which gives us the church workbench. So let's unlock that now. Now the church workbench needs flitch, needs a crap ton of nails, and 4 complex parts. So we'll look into that now. As far as this stuff goes, I don't want to keep the notes. Leave the books here as well. We need that, so that's fine. Okay. So with the rest of our equipment, let's head back to the house, and you kind of use the rest of the day to get that the church workbench going. In order for us to produce paper. And there's a few other things we need to do too. So we need 4 complex parts. I remember that. So we need a simple set of parts. Yay. And then we'll need crap baskets. We don't have enough. So let's do. We need wood. We also need fletch and nails. Okay. And what do we got for nails? 6 and 3. We still need more nails. We needed 10 nails, I think, so... So we've got the fletch, we've got the nails. We need the complex parts. I'm so refreshed. Holy smokes, who are you, a thief? Sorry for the intrusion. No, I'm not a thief. But, are you sure you're not a thief? Have you ever been in prison? Yes, we escaped from prison 3 days ago. Wow, a real repeat offender. Cool. Dear Keeper, I couldn't possibly be a thief. I am a monk. Well, I've heard of contract killers named Baron, Viscount, Countess. Listen to me, please. I, the Mark Teodoro Jr., with my friends, was sentenced by the Inquisition to the fire. But we are not heretics. This is just someone's vile slander, so we escaped from prison. Alas, not everyone managed to get out of town. Those who survived set up camp nearby. I'm forced to come to you, Keeper. We desperately need your help. I know that look. Yes, we're ready to pay you. When he makes the world go round, show me your camp and let's talk details. Okay. Our servants secretly delivered us some items and food for the first days. But we need much more to survive and we have nowhere to go. Why don't you hunt, gather mushrooms and berries, grow vegetables? You're right, but understand our situation, please. We all belong to the aristocracy. We have neither experience nor skill for living in such conditions. We know philosophy, etiquette, rhetoric. Can that help us with food and drink? On the other hand, please rest assured, We have more than enough to pay for your services. Food and drink. That doesn't sound complicated. Okay, get the money ready. Great, there's just one more thing you should know. The Inquisition is looking for us, which means if you tell anyone about us, we'll all die by torture. Sure, it's top secret, yeah. And one more thing. One of my friends desires to meet you very much. Master Alaric, the former Inquisitor who helped us escape. Graveyard Keeper, what an honor to meet you! It's a pleasure for me too, but speak louder. His hearing is quite poor. But I haven't done anything yet to... Much louder, he's almost deaf. To deserve such respect, you do, and you will too, Theodora. Oh, could you let us talk privately? Of course, Master Alaric. Your grim secrets, thank God, are not my business. And now, what do you know of the role you've been chosen to play? Sorry? What did ancient God tell you when he brought you here? Sitting straight through me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I have no idea what you're talking about. I bury corpses, conduct sermons, trade human flesh. That's all! Don't lie to me, Keeper. I know more than you can possibly imagine. Then what's the point of interrogating me, Master Ulrich? I see. Forget my questions. Please just leave me in peace. No problem. Have a good day, Master Ulrich. It's good because you're using a hearing aid. Ugh. Don't pay him any heed. Alaric is a selfish and cruel old man, like the other Inquisitors. But you said he rescued you, Mark. Or Marquis. Isn't that the reason to be grateful? Perhaps, but there are many more reasons not to be grateful. Okay, so... let's see. Refugees, happiness, storehouse. Okay. This morning I spoke with the former servant of my father. He spoke of the Inquisition's repressions. The people are falling into panic. Nobody knows who they'll come for next. The atmosphere of fear is growing and growing. Have they thought about the possibility of leaving town? They're too frightened. They pay huge bribes in exchange for promises of safety, but safety only lasts a short while. But no, generally speaking, there's nowhere to escape around here except our camp, maybe. Can't you accept new refugees? I'd like to help these people, but I really would, but our camp is so small. Well, I could build an additional tent. That would be great, and it would means we need a well, otherwise people will start suffering from thirst. Okay, so build a well, build a tent. Ah, here we go. So we need to figure out how to get refugee happiness here. I believe, let's see here. Obviously, I'm a specialist, but I've read much about the matters. There's certain deep mechanisms and parameters involved. Imagine it's some tricky game. And if you understand it that way, you're halfway there. The rest is pure logic. So, about satisfaction. Well, to explain, I'm not going to do the voice for all this. She converts camp quality into refugee happiness. The refugees only produce satisfaction when they have enough food and water. The more satisfied refugees, the more satisfaction. Exactly. It's simple, isn't it? Well, refugees can look after themselves for the bare necessities, but this isn't enough to feed any satisfaction. They won't die starvation, but it won't be enough for camp development. So how do you suppose I should feed them? For instance, you could regularly put some food and water in the storehouse. Just watch that the storehouse isn't empty. Refugee needs 3 water and 30 energy a day. As you see, they aren't gluttonous at all. Okay, okay, so we need to bring food and water here, and again, I'm at some point. As far as worrying about the rest of this, I guess there's no point right now. I don't even know where we are. Oh, we're way up there. Alright, so let's start heading back, because there's not much we can do. We don't have any materials on us to, in a sense, work out the happiness factor. So there's no point in us lingering around. We need metal pieces, we need a couple other things. What's this? I wonder how many logs we could chop from this big tree. If only I never got tired and it was super strong. Okay. Now let's hold off on flower gathering for now. Lots of red flowers up here. Now this was blocked off earlier, so it's not blocked off now. Okay. This should give us the 5 honey we need, I think, to turn into the dude when we feel like going to town. We have a body to tend to as well, so we'll make sure we're in good shape for that, because it's probably been sitting out there quite a while. Alright, really quick, let's do, it should be enough to make, oh, we gotta do one more. Okay, that should be enough to make the bench under the church. And we still should have enough to take care of the body that's sitting out here. Oh wait, what's this? It looks like you're doing alright here. Yes, I just opened the church. So now you own everything here. Yes, I guess. Congratulations, you are a lucky man. You acquire all this capital, you work for yourself. You're a true capitalist now, but the world has no such reward for a hard-working donkey like me. Even you are benefiting from my cheap labor. I feel I cannot call you comrade any longer. But I won't lie down and just take it. Here's a little present for you. Well. You apparently crapped on the ground there. We'll grab that. So what are you now, a cleric, eh? It seems so. I don't remember anything after my death. Maybe there's nothing there. Maybe I just forgot everything. Amnesia can be a useful skill, you know what I mean, friend? He's such a dick. Okay. Again, we can dissect a lot of this body here. Let's extract as much as we can. Why not? The issue is going to be that we're going to run out of room to store all this shit. You know, let's just use our stamina potion. I hate to use it, but nah, you know what? We'll save it. We can finish the rest of this work upon the morrow. Here's why I well dissect as much of that body as possible. We need to build the thing for the church. Oh my god, so much crap to do. Alright, so we're good to go. Grab this. That in there. Okay, a few things we might want to do. Let's do, the dissecting and how much inventory space? Okay, we're okay on it. Grab Grab this. Tearing this body apart, baby. Yeah, give me that brain. Give me your heart. Did a pretty good job cleaning this out. Look at that. There's nothing left in this body that makes it good. We have drained it of every valued piece of matter. That's fine. Let's go ahead and put this body off to the side here. Still don't know how to get the peat. Let's put a thingy there. There we go. So let's go build that workbench. Okay, and where to put it? Oh boy. Might want to put more chests over there. I don't know. Let's put it here. I have a strong feeling we're going to be doing a lot of construction and work down here. Okay, so this is, don't even know how to make that. So we can't even clear the path. What room do we have? I think we'll hold on to the meat. I've noticed we're running out of room. Okay, let's go over here. So we need to make clean paper, which we can make from skin. Ooh, okay. So let's do that, shall we? There we go, and then we can make paper. Now we can technically make enough paper for the guy, but we're not quite there yet. We need more skin. We only have one piece of skin left, and I would hate to waste it on something we don't even know if we're going to get a good reward for. Now what we can do is break paper down, like this. We'll break all of it down, actually. And then what that allows us is now we have the science we need to start tearing some of this apart. So we could study something like this key, but we don't have the instructions for the key, so we can't do that yet. But we need blue currency more than anything else. So what we can do is, this only costs some science, it doesn't cost very much at all. And look at that, there's our first blue currency. Again, blue currency is going to take the biggest priority, and this is not science and faith. So we can analyze this, so we don't need this in our inventory anymore. What else can we look at? Let's do the skin, because that way we now can convert that into something else if we need. Look at all that blue, baby. Yeah. Now, we don't have a lot of green, so let's grab, I don't know, this orange flower. And look at that. So you can easily, faith is a really powerful currency for us, as it gives us access to pretty much making stuff. Specifically in the sense that now we have materials processed and it's converted it into currency, the technology currency, specifically the blue one. So now we can start purchasing other things. Again, easier said than done. We need to figure out what we want to spend it on before getting too far. And the blue currency to me is going to be either Gentle Butcher or more likely Theology. Specifically, if we want more faith, we need to improve the church, right? So I'm trying to think here, and we'll need access to all three of these. So our first expenditure will be here. And we'll start upgrading all of this right away. It still gives us a little bit of blue left, so we can start looking at other investments. We don't have a great supply of stone inbound yet, so we're not going to worry about that. I don't think we need the writing so much yet either. Let's see. It's all expensive. We don't have enough green, which we could get the rest of the green, but I don't think we're really ready for the rest yet. So, what did we unlock? We need to look at church benches and candelabras. We'd also look at these prayers as well. Prayer of Prosperity is 10 to 13. 10 to 50 needed to guarantee success. This is 10 to 30. Summer and Faith, 25%. 50 to 150%. This gives us more faith. So why would I want to do that? This one actually looks really good over here. But do we even have the means to, freaking make it? The other thing, too, actually, confessionals, that might be something we want to look at, too. But we don't have enough blue, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay. Let's create a game plan here. First of all, we need to get to the other part of our basement, which we don't know enough about. We need 6 wooden planks per church bench and a bunch of iron parts, plus 4 of that. So if we look down here, what do we actually have? So 12, 24, and 16 nails. 24 and 16. And then for these, we need 6, so 12, 24. So 24, 24, and then 16. So we got our work cut out for us, that's for sure. We want this ready by the next sermon. So this is a big thing we need to focus on. And we need some green experience as well. So we're almost burnt out of... I did not mean to do that. Screw it. So we have a game plan. Okay, so we need 16 nails. So that's 2 of the iron bars there. We need 8 iron bars there, so let's get that going. We need a ton of fletch. Well, we gotta figure out how much we have on us. How much do we have? None on us right now. Let's put up some other projects to work on. We need to break 2 of these down. That's simple enough. And then... let's do... that. Probably should have left that back in the basement of the church. I want to check some other stuff out really quick, guys, so bear with me. Okay, that doesn't help us here. I believe we need to find a way over to there. So we need wood wedges and 2 planks and some more iron parts. Okay, that's pretty easy. We have the means to do that. Okay, so let's make it a new day. We need more iron processed. We don't need more iron per se, but we need to process more of it. And that should give us what we need without having to go across the swamp to get it. I still think we have a bunch in there. What's this?
What a fun place. Let's make a trademark smithy for your house in the church in the graveyard.
That's an incredibly generous offer, Creswold, but I'm afraid...
You thought I was being serious. I'm not such a complete idiot that I don't want to live and work in this dump. Yuck.
You're so polite, almost like Farmer. Are you brothers by any chance? We haven't even met the farmer.
Look, though you secret, I was a smith before this ancestors even moved here. Now you're coming with me.
Am I under arrest?
There's an emergency in the village. Roderick is gathering all the villagers in his tavern.
I'm not a villager.
There are vampires in the village, Caper, and we expect the first fatalities are just around the corner. Roderick has requested a special list in the dead. Now go.
Alright.
We're late. Remember, it's your fault.
Rose, thank you. We all feel your pain. We all know you're suffering. Boring. It was the third and final of the vampire's victims for today. But any one of us could be the next to meet him. Shane, the farmer's son, Rose, it's only just the beginning. Villagers, I await your suggestions. Not all at once there, please. Corey, your suggestion first. My suggestion? Ah, yes, of course. People, hear my word. 1 week only. Corey and brother will be available to fix your porch. For 50% discount, and as a free gift, you'll get a special wooden platypus from Tress. No, that's my favourite toy. Business is business, brother. Okay. Adam, let's hear your suggestion. My suggestion is to assign 2 bodyguards to each villager. A week ago, a band of ghouls wrote some offensive slander on my wall. Yeah.
Adam, it was the village teenagers. I even helped them a bit with the grammar.
Besides, ghouls don't exist.
Oh dear, loggers, your suggestions? Bullshit, Jack Moore.
I'm running out of voices here off the top of my head. My suggestion is for everyone to stop worrying about it. It's only natural that you'd end up seeing vampires and other nonsense. Fresh roots and braised leaves are secrets to a healthy body and spirit.
Watch a chun jay kind of chicken leg mumble like never. Baykeeper, please don't spit on the floor. Is there something you'd like to eat? Yes, there is, you people. Are you crazy? You're all full of rubbish. It's all becoming clear. It's the vile doings of my sworn enemy, Hornet Man. But fear not, my army of carnivorous bees is nearly ready. Soon, very soon, I will release them upon the village. That would be most kind of you, Beekeeper. Are there any other suggestions? Great, your meeting is adjourned. You are free to go.
That was a big waste of time, wasn't
it? Keeper, could you spare a moment? Listen, what I actually look into all this stuff?
It's pretty unexpected, but I appreciate that you confide in me.
Frankly speaking, I wouldn't exactly say that I confide in you. But if I ask a villager, then I'll have to give them a huge tax write-off in addition to their reward.
Well, it makes sense to ask someone outside the village, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. On the other hand, you're such a kind and understanding guy. Perhaps you'd agree to help us for free? For a fee?
I think he said free.
I agree to help for a fee. I'd hope for a little compassion in the time of our misfortune, but very well.
What a greedy rascal. Very well. Let's go home. Let's go home and think a bit. Okay, so I have a feeling the main storyline is the orange stuff, and DLC or side quests are going to be the purple stuff. So, interestingly enough, we have something going on. That's a captain. Alright, so we're all the way out here in town. Let's go over to the... Let's see if we can get to the bee... not the bee. The guy who wanted the honey. See if we can turn that in now. Oh my god, in the dark. Okay. Here's the honey. Sweet, dude. What about that cake recipe? Just remember, a cake can never be too sweet. Sweetness can help you see things from other points of view, so you can learn more. So we get a cake. And... okay, we can't do anything down here. Hemp seeds, we don't have the means to grow it. Let's just grab... you know what? No, I don't know. We don't need that anyway, so I don't know why I would want to buy stuff that I don't have a use for. Okay, we got a burial certificate. Let's turn that in while we're down here. Some benefit. as we're going to be working through the night to start crafting a bunch of other crap that I've kind of semi-forgotten what we were going to build. Alright, let's head out. So we need to think about the various things we need to build. We also need to produce more iron. We're gonna need a fucking metric ton of it. 16 nails, that's easy. 24, I believe, of the iron parts. And a ton of wooden planks. 24 wooden planks. A few things first. Need one of these. And look at that. That's the rest of our iron ore. Alright, we'll double check how much we need for the other stuff in a minute here. Okay. Alright. We've got the nails. This can stay in there. Okay, let me think. Let's do... Still need to get access in here, which we can, but we need to rest. So we'll get that started because we have the material. We need to work on getting over there somehow. So let's rest. And that should give us enough energy to go deal with that and then deal with a few other things. So let's see here. Oh, dude's gone already. Oh shit. At least this is opened up. Where else does this lead us here? So that's blocked in for some arbitrary reason. Three nails and flitch. Looks like we got two ladders here. Where does this go? Ooh! Shortcut to town. Not gonna complain about that. Where does this go? The hatch is closed for now. Okay, we can't go anywhere there. Interesting. So we can fast travel. Nice. Roughly the same materials, but why would we clear this out other than it's an even faster route back to town? By a little bit. Not gonna worry about that. So what's over here? Okay, and that gets us to the other part of the church, but we can't make the wooden beam yet. Let's get this a little close. Looks like it needs a key to open it. Well, we have the key, but we need to study it first anyway, so I'm not gonna bother with that. We don't have the spirit, or faith rather, to study it. I heard the bell, but let's do some work real quick. You know, let's actually save the little bit of energy we have and see what we need. What the hell? It's time to pay for your. It's time to pay for your. I'm running out of voices, guys. That just will fit this environment. What the hell? Defend yourself. Shepard, are you talking to me? To you, you vile vampire. Prepare to die in the name of my wife and all of the other innocents. Yeah, that's kind of funny. You really think I go around at night sucking people's blood? How come I'm always out in the sun working? That proves nothing. You could be a vampire mutant. There's only one way to check. Eat that. What? Raw garlic? Ah, he refuses. The fiend gives himself away. Crap. Are you satisfied? A world teacher from the Order of Undead Hunters used to say, more! Whoops. I hate you. However, if you are a mutant, you might be resistant to the garlic. Eureka, what do I do? I know what I must do. Take this wooden stake and plunge it deep into your heart. If you die... Stop. I have a better idea. I'll find you an actual vampire, and then you can cut me a break. And if you fail, you can kill me, or I'll eat a whole bucket of garlic or whatever you need. It's a deal, but don't you try to cheat me, you bearded hoarder. This logic is insurmountable. So it makes sense to talk to the victims, Chain, Farmer's Son, and Rose. Well, we know where one of them is. I don't know where the others are. And the garlic is acting as a poison on us here. Hey, donkey, give me a body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Donkey deserve more carrots. What are you doing here? I'm on strike. What does that mean? It means I'm tired of being oppressed, and I'm not bringing you any more corpses. At least not for free. I have a list of demands. First, I demand better working conditions. Grease the wheels for a change. I can't keep listening to the squeak. Second, I need a day off, so no more corpses on Sunday. And last but not least, I need better pay from you. These corpses aren't your property. They're like a natural resource, and I want my cut. Each new corpse will cost you 5 carrots in advance. You can place in box that I leave here, and I'll take carrots from it. If you refuse, then you can find yourself another donkey. Oh, and there isn't another donkey. Okay, so... Good, now just put my carrots in box. We don't have any carrots. And we need seed. Oh, you know what? I think that dude we gave the honey to sells that. Okay. Now I think we have something affiliated with what he wants, but not exactly what he wants. Deal with that in a moment here. I think... Okay, we have carrot seeds. Okay. Which implies there's a place to put them. We need a rest, though. Okay, let's see here. Let's finish what we're working on. Alright, so this is clearly a farm. You can tell by some of the way it looks, but can we do something about it? Property in forfeiture for commercial use, contact the tavern owner, Roderick. Okay. So we need to go to town in order to deal with that. That's fine. Let's go to the church really quick and build us some pews and some candelabras and whatnot. Again, we need to get that ready for Sunday more so than anything else. Again, the reason being so we can get more faith and do bigger research projects. Get more of that blue currency. And we need, and green currency for that matter. So let's do the benches first, because I think that has the most stuff that we have to do. Oh shit, I need way more planks, so I need... Oh shit, hold on. Let me just grab these. So 12, 18. We need 18 more of those planks. We could at least place this. Okay, cool. So we need 18 more wooden planks. And then we can fill in the rest of this church. I had a lot of wooden planks. That way we can say the church is as upgraded as we can make it at the time. Or for the time being. So we need more fletch. It burns through our supply of wood. There's a lot of materials. Let's rest. Again, like I said, I want to get for sure the church mostly prepared for the next group of, for what's coming up. So the church takes priority because the Sunday is coming up. I'm not worried about the donkey and the bodies right now. I'm really not. And actually, if anything, we may want to build one other element here. If we have the strength and the resources. Let's go back to the cemetery, the graveyard. We can at least prop this guy up. Okay. Can't gain anything because he's useless kind of body, I guess. Alright. So the church is pretty much upgraded for what we can do. Really can't do anything else, can we? I'm just double checking, guys. Sorry. Okay, that's fine. Alright. So as far as anything else is concerned, we need to hit up the tavern. We do want to reorganize the graveyard maybe too. We could exhume that body that's kind of off center, move it over. We'll worry about that later though. I'm not that keen on wasting time with that now. And you know what? I think we have an odd number of flowers, so that should even it out. I'm trying to think of what else we can do. We could work on the camp up north, but that means we got to make food. We can talk to the victims of the vampire attacks at some point. That's a tricky bird. We better talk with my husband. He's in charge here. Ask about the vampires. Jane, could you tell me a bit about the vampire? No, I couldn't. I won't say another word. I apologize for his disgusting behavior. Okay. Okay, I'll ask him. Apologize to Chain. Roderick, Chain asked you to say that you're sorry. Me say I'm sorry? I found my wife's lover in me own bedroom, and it's me who has to say he's sorry? Just picture it, he looked right at me and then jumped through the window. And now she insists that she was merely sleeping and this fellow was a common vampire. Maybe she could be right. Go to her and inform her that I demand an explanation. Okay. Ask for an explanation. Roderick demands an explanation. What, an explanation? Go ask him why he was returning home after midnight that day. Listen, I'm sorry about your family troubles, but do you have anything useful to tell me? I don't know anything. I was asleep. Very well then, have a good day. But the astrologer knows a thing or two about vampires. He says he was attacked by vampires about 30 years ago. Oh, and look at it, it's the right day for us to do that, too. Found an abandoned garden near the graveyard. Can you tell me anything about it? Oh, the garden? It was staged by the merchant to cover someone's debts. I can't find anybody who will make any use of it. I'll give you permission to use the garden. Who else would agree to grow crops near the graveyard? Okay. Sounds great. Good, but you still need to talk to the merchant. It's his property. It's not exactly proper to give you permission without his approval, but it'll be fine if you just promise to share all details with him later. Sure, I'll talk to him. He comes to trade with the locals every, we'll call it Merchant Day. How about that? He owns the bar just after the tavern. Okay, so that answers that. So we know when to deal with him. But we can use the property now, which is what's important. Okay. Let's go see the astrologer while we're in town. May as well. And we need to find Rose, whoever that is. We don't know who that is. So let's keep moving. And we can't ask him about the vampires. We're not friendly enough with him, and we have quite a ways to go before we can ask him about it. So, alright, well that spares us that for the time being. So let's see if we can locate the other two people and then head back to town and start fiddling with the garden. What do we got here? Oh, look at all this stuff over here. We should really explore the rest of the village too. Maybe we'll find Rose somewhere as well. We've tracked most of the southern part of the town, so let's see. What's north of here? Who are you? Some dude standing there. Oh, there's Rosa. Good, Rosa, not Rose. Sorry, good day, sir. Well, okay. Do you have any fresh beef? Oh, no, sir. The cows are our friends. We're not like the folks from the town. I bet they even eat human flesh. They think they're smarter than us, but I think they're just barbarians. Rose, the vampire who attacked you, may I... He drank my blood! Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but please, be less loud. Was it gripping and sinister? I practiced the line for hours. Yeah, you're the best. So could you tell me what happened? He lured me to the barn by imitating the sounds of a pregnant cow. He then grabbed me and started drinking my blood, but almost right away he just spat it out. It's like he was disgusted, and you know what? It was even a little insulting. My husband had been home, and what happened after that? He said, B again, Group B? It's just like you're all mocking me, and then he ran away. Thank you for your help. I hope your cows have lots of nice calves. Okay, so there's a little info there, and they said the farmer's son. Well, the only farm we know of is on the way back to the graveyard, so let's check our map. So the wheat farm, we'll go check out the wheat farm and see if we can find any answers there. If not, we'll check the area to the south as well. Greetings, the mill's broken, sorry. Something mill, you better go to the town. It's too bad I have nothing to mill. I live in the graveyard. Keeper, nice to meet you. I have some old reserves you may find useful. Just that. Okay. What's this? Little more. Oh, I should little more. Paper with calculations, complex iron parts. Okay, we don't have the means to do any of that, so... Okay, so it's not this dude. Let's check down here. What about you? Ah, here we go. I need to finish my chores, or Father would be terrifyingly angry. About the vampires. I have some questions for you, child. About the vampire, do you promise you won't laugh? My father, my uncle, all the neighbors, none of them believe me and just laugh. I promise I'll be serious. That night my father and Uncle Miller were drinking Uncle's whiskey. I was home alone and some man came through the window. At first I thought it was my drunk father. I even called out to him, Dad, but it was like he didn't hear me. Interesting, go on. In a flash I knew it wasn't my dad. I hid under my blanket and he just went away. Please don't laugh. Everybody laughs at that part. Don't worry. 15 years old, I would have been scared too. Thanks a lot, but I'm 22. You little bitch. Okay, anyway. Okay, so we've got all the insight there, but we can't talk to the astrologer who probably puts all of this together for us. So we're not going to worry about that. Let's get back to the graveyard here. Specifically, we're going to look at that garden with a little bit of extra energy we have. Be nice to know what we can really do with it. I have a feeling we're going to be able to grow carrots with it, but if there's anything else we could do, we should look into it. We should also look into the technology surrounding the garden if we can, because that might be our supply of food for the people up north. So let's claim the property. Ooh, empty garden bed. That'll work. Let's look at technologies. Do we have anything for... Okay, let's see. Garden bed with sticks. Trunk. Ooh, wait. We need this for the graveyard. That's cheap. We'll take it. What's this? You know what? We'll take this too. I think we're good everywhere else. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we got our carrots growing. We'll have to figure out how long that takes. And... Oh, sticks. We got lots of sticks. We should maybe make 2 of those. We'll see. Hold on. We might want to make as many as we can. Just take it all. Let's see what we need for the heap here. We'll just build 3. Alright. And it looks like we've got a full garden going. We're not sure. Let's see. Can't put anything in there right now. So at least we have that going and ready to go when we need it. Beyond that, there's not much else for us to do. But tomorrow is going to be another big day of extreme, work. As we'll hopefully get some more faith, unlock some more stuff, in the basement. And in a sense, be able to do a lot more. And as far as helping people out, we're getting there, guys. We're doing as best as we can. So, anywho, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackTarStudios for more live gaming action. And when we come back, you bet your bottom, we're going to be working on a little bit more of this various property. Specifically, we're going to, you know, do the sermons, and we're going to do some other, you know, work around the graveyard, maybe look into the farm a little bit. We can also start looking into what some of these other PCs need. We still need to find the bottle of wine. We still need to meet the Inquisitor on Witch Hill, which we haven't really done. We need to figure some of this stuff out at some point. And what do we even have down here? We still need to talk with the merchant. Yeah, we need to get the 10 pieces of paper, which we can now produce paper to a degree, but we can't make a lot of it yet, so we still got some more to figure out there. And we haven't unlocked the thing where we can start fishing yet either. So we still got quite a bit of work ahead of us to do. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackDarthCDS for more live gaming action. We'll see you guys next time.